What's good, everyone? It's Marvin from mjo23dan.com. Today I am in Maryland, and I've actually been here for about 10 days now. Well, getting into 10 days now. I spent the Christmas and New Year holidays here in Maryland, and I've done DC and Baltimore and now Maryland here. Actually, I did Pennsylvania. I did a bunch of states, but anyways, we're doing the family thing here, checking out Climb Zone. The kids are in there, but I'm gonna sneak away and go check out a shop called Footage Society. It's in Laurel, Maryland, and just to chop it up with the store owners, the shop, and check out what they have. Let's get started. So this is Nichole, and she owns Footage Society. You've been here, what, 3 years now?
3 years.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
2015.
Tell the people why you wanted to start.
Oh man, it's a long story. I guess for me, I grew up in Spanish Harlem, where sneakers and chicks wore sneakers all the time. And for me, I just grew up in that hip hop era in the 90s. It wasn't about the players for me. It was about the style. I grew up more in the fashion. My mom was a fashion designer, and so I wanted to be different. And so sneakers was the way for me to express myself and express my individuality. And that has just filtered on. And so then I had my son, and my son started trading. I wasn't really trading at that point. And he started trading to get sneakers. He was like a size 10.5 in like 8th grade. So his sneakers was starting to cost a lot of money. So he started trading, and then from there just kind of opened up my eyes. And so we decided to open up the shop to make sneakers affordable for people. It became a hobby or something that we were just passionate about. We opened it up in our own community, so we do give a lot to the community as well. We donate shoes all the time. We give to, different organizations as well. And then it just kind of grew. It's like, oh wait, this is actually a business that we are really, are starting to be recognized, and starting to have more grids and different types of shoes, and opening up to just everyone. So people started traveling over to our shop and, recognizing us out. We were like, oh, whoa. So now we're actually getting ready to move to a bigger location, which we are excited about. And that will have more of what we wanted to have a one-stop shop. So we want to have laces, we want to have cleaning supplies, we want to have Angelas, we want to have the front boxes. And so the next shop is going to allow us to actually even expand on that even more. Where it's not going to be a whole bunch of apparel. We're not doing the Supreme, we're not doing a lot of that old school. We do actually support a lot of local brands. And so that's really what we do. We use our platform. It's a small platform, but we use it to also assist all those other people in actually reaching their goals as well. So we're very community based here. Yeah. So it's a home.
And you said you're moving?
We're moving in a few months, yep.
Okay. So just not too far from here?
No, right down the street, right off of Route 1.
Okay, cool. And so some of the sneaker offerings that you guys have are Jordans, Nikes.
Yeah, so we generally have a lot of J's. Like I said, we just had a huge buyout. Somebody just came in and bought about 80 of our shoes. But generally, J's is what we're known for. It's really where our passion is as well. So, you have the Rookie of the Year. We're getting a lot of ones. Ones is starting to be a big thing here. We also have the Coppers when, Jay actually, Jordan ended up going to the Wizards. So that one is also a big hitter here as well.
How was that when Jordan was here? He lived out in Severn Park, I think it was, right?
Severna Park.
Severna Park, yeah. So It's right next to Gamble's where I'm
It
staying
is.
at, so.
It is actually.
Yeah,
it's
so,
right down the street.
I mean, you were here when Jordan was.
I was not here when he was
not?
here.
Okay.
I was not here when he was here. Yeah, I was probably in, where was I? Puerto Rico. I think I was in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
She 100% Puerto Rican, man.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, this is us. This is us.
Yeah, it's great. I saw this coming in, and you said there was a guy that was.
He is a collector and just has so many sneakers, and he was like, just sell them for whatever.
Yo, and when she met for whatever, look at this price, 20 bones. It's not my size, but I'm picking this up. But yeah, and then we discussed briefly about the. This was my first pair of the Concord 11, and this came back just this past year. 45 on the back. What do you think about them? No, not your style.
So I'm actually generally a skirt and dress and sneakers. That's really what my style is. But for me, they're just so hard to clean. I wish that there was something for me to put around here to protect them. But I mean, they are a classic shoe. I mean, this is one of the most known silhouettes of the line.
Yeah. So what's your favorite?
My favorite, J.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it up here?
I'm trying to think of it up here. I'm a big 9 and 10 person as well. I think I have more 9s and 10s in my collection than 1s. I'm just starting. I'm a high top girl, but I'm just starting to really expand on my 1 collection.
Yeah. I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of the ones. So, I mean, I've always proposed that Jordan Brand should Nike ID these because there's been just so many Jordan 1s, So,
that's true.
I mean, in the Nike ID program, you can definitely just limit like a black, red, or like certain areas in the shoe where you can, put the colors so that not everyone's making a Chicago or not everyone's making a band colorway. But I think it's really time for them to open up the gates with Nike ID and the Jordan 1 because there's just so many colorways that drop and you can
and
really...
they just releasing them like back to back, back to back, back to back. It's just like...
And there's no end to it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you just got these that dropped... talking about what? The Sports Illustrated Jordan 1s?
I do like the threading on this.
Mm-hmm. I've seen people customize this where they're actually removing the threading and they're revealing the red swoosh right underneath.
I pass on a few of them because I feel like once they start coming out so much, the quality sometimes gets a little bit
it's getting
funky.
better though, don't you think?
It is getting better, but like when I picked up the rookies, actually these here, I don't know why I order a 6.5 when I'm a 6. But just sometimes it just like around here.
The glue marks.
The glue marks. That is just, I get really particular about the glue marks. But these are starting to replace. I'm thinking about it. They might replace like my Timbs.
Real.
That's.
You think they'll retro those? You think LeBron will retro his line?
I know. I think he will. I think he will.
I mean, it's kind of starting with the Zoom generations and stuff.
But these right here, these are the ones that I really, really want.
So when people bring in their shoes, like your consignment is what type of split? Like an 80-20 or?
For used shoes, we do 80-20, and for new, we do 15.
Okay. So not bad.
And then we generally house our consignments and trades in a separate room.
Why is that?
We noticed that, like, when we were shopping, like, so before we opened the shop, we visited probably about, I would say probably about 40 shops from the West Coast, down south. And then we kind of just picked, like, what we like and what we didn't like, what we want to improve, what we did. And one of the things that we saw was that people were doing the consignments and buys and trades on the actual sales floor. So either there will be another client there listening to what, how you're negotiating with them. People get a little bit funky and uncomfortable with deals. or you're covering merchandise. That was the other thing that we saw. So we had decided to just make a separate consignment room for that. And I mean, it actually works for us. It gives the client a sense of privacy. I mean, you still have this open area, but more comfortable. Yeah. So our sneaker fam, that's something that and we'll take that on when we move to the next shop as well.
Cool.
So for the next shop, we're also going to have, we're going to be working with Rejuvenator to actually have a cleaning station on the actual sales floor. So, you know, it's been done before by but Rejuvenator has been great to us. So we are going to continue to work with them. And I was just talking to them last week. And we'll be at SneakerCon also together in Florida. So we'll have an actual location. So we don't have to say, oh yeah, and by the way, we also clean sneakers, right? There's actually, we're going to be on the sales floor actually providing that service.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's another revenue stream for y'all too, so that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so if you guys want to visit Footage out here in Laurel, Maryland, what's the address?
It's 509.
For now.
Right, 509 Main Street, Laurel, Maryland.
There we go. All right, thank you, Nichole. So if you guys want to see her, check out the shop. And, you know, maybe if you help her move, she'll give you like a discount. So.
Yeah, and follow us. Follow us, the Footage Society on IG and
go.
Facebook.
All right, there you go. Peace out, guys.